The conversation for the best midfielder in the Premier League right now, 25-26 season, is really and truly heating up. I'm all here for it, and so are you. I'm Ty Knight. Let's go. So right now, the conversation of who is the best midfielder in the Premier League right now. Now, to me, it's a conversation that's open to interpretation as to what you feel is the best midfielder. Is it a defensive midfielder, an attacking midfielder, just a plain and simple central midfielder? You see where I'm going with this? There's so many spectrums to a central midfielder. It's unreal. And then some people trying to categorize them. Oh, he's the best defensive midfielder. He's the best attacking midfielder. He's the best supporting midfielder. He's the best playmaking midfielder. He's the best artillery midfielder. There's so many avenues where you can go to the central midfielder and just turn around and say he's the best in that position. Now, for me, an all-round midfielder is someone where I think of a Steven Gerrard. Now, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I think of a Steven Gerrard more than anyone else. You got your Patrick Vieira's, your Roy Keane, your Frank Lampard, your Paul Scholes. Modern times now, you look at a Declan Rice, a Rodri, a Caicedo, a Gravenberch. I'm just talking about Premier Leagues right here. I'm not talking worldwide. Now, the issue with all of this is who is the best defensive midfielder? Who's the best attacking midfielder? Scrap all that. Who is just the best player in the center of the park? And that's a conversation that we need to have. We need to think about what are the attributes that makes a good midfielder? And the reason why I keep on saying about Steven Gerrard, even though I only mentioned him once, he had everything to me as a central midfielder. He had it all. He was a box-to-box midfielder. He can tackle, he can shoot, and he can lead a team to glory. Okay, not the Premier League, I hear that. But again, we're not here to talk about accomplishments of what trophies they have won that determines if they're the best midfielder. Some people have been saying Rodri is the best midfielder in the Premier League and he's a Ballon d'Or winner. But I've always had this question in the back of my mind. What do people see in Rodri to say that he's the best midfielder? What does he do to make him the best midfielder? Right now, a lot of people are saying it's Declan Rice. He's the best midfielder. But again, you may turn around and say, for 105 million, what does he do apart from 2 free kicks against Real Madrid to make him the best midfielder? Chelsea fans may come out now and turn around and say, well, it's Caicedo all day long. Look what he done to Liverpool. He buoyed them up. He had that screamer. Caicedo could be the best midfielder. You got Gravenberch, you got Tonali, you got so many players. You got McAllister. You have so many players to turn around and say they're the best midfielder. And again, it's open to interpretation. It's open to a conversation. And I don't think it's ever going to be a right conversation on someone who's going to win. It doesn't mean that the person who shouts the loudest means that that player is the best midfielder. Because, again, the midfielder has to do so many things in the game for me to say they're the best. Right now, who do I think? You're going to hate me for it. I'm not going to say right now. Because they may make you turn the show off and go, see, that's this typical, bias right there. And it's not. But when I think of, okay, we make a list of, let's say, the 10 best midfielders right now in the Premier League. You can look at a Declan Rice, a McAllister. You can maybe put in a Tonali, a Fernández in there, a Caicedo, a Rodri, a Gravenberch. There's so many right there. What about Guimarães? You can say him as well. He's in there for what he does, or for what they do, should I say. But as an all-round midfielder, there's only about 4 that ticks so many boxes that you would want as your central midfielder to dominate that space. And the 4 you can look at would be a Gravenberch. I think he's a fantastic player. One of the things I like about him is that he's got the height. He's also got the pace. He's also got the power. And he's also got the drive. Those are the things I like about him. Now, he's not an all-out goal scorer, all-out assisting midfielder, but he has those other attributes that you need in the center of the park. Now, the other person you can turn around and say is a Rodri. Okay, he had that bad injury last season that kept him out for most of the year. He's now picked up another injury. But again, he's a player that has not pace, but he has power. He has command. He has a great tackling attribute, but he's not a big assist and he's not a great goal scorer. Pretty much like Gravenberch, as I just mentioned. Then you do have Caicedo. All of a sudden, Caicedo's coming up. Not a big assist. He's not the tallest of players. He's not. He's actually one of the shortest players on this list. But now he's starting to score some goals. He scored quite a few this season. He scored a few last season. And now people are getting excited and talking about him, saying, this is the one. Out of all the midfielders in the Premier League right now, he is the best midfielder. And why is that? Is it down to the eye test? Is it down to some superlative goals that he has scored that makes him now the best midfielder? Then you might as well throw in a Declan Rice as of last year. He's joined from West Ham to Arsenal, £105 million. And all of a sudden, people started questioning, is he worth it? Arsenal fans themselves, typical Arsenal fans, will be saying, do you know what? Arsenal overpaid to get him. And then you saw last season that he just stepped out of his cocoon and then went bang, bang against Real Madrid with 2 unbelievable Beckham-esque free kicks. And people started saying, that's the best midfielder in the league right now. So you see what I'm saying? It's all about moments more than anything else when it comes to players, where you start judging them and start thinking, no, that's the best player based on what they do in a game. Just one game can change it all. Ask David Beckham. One game changed his whole life against Wimbledon. Goal, halfway line. That's right. If you wasn't alive, then you missed it. But I was alive and I saw it and I was like, damn, okay. Then his confidence went to another level. To me, it's a bit like Declan Rice last season. With the 2 free kicks against Real Madrid at the Emirates Stadium, his confidence went to another level. All of a sudden, people started noticing that he can not just take the free kicks, but his corner deliveries is on another level. The whip that he puts on the ball is on another level. I call him the freight train because he can just charge through anyone with the ball, without the ball. He can get up, he can get back. He can pass as well. And I'm not talking just your little 5-yard passes. I'm talking your 70, your 80, your 90-yard passes across the field. He can do that. But one of the things he can't do, I don't know. Got you there. I don't know. But then you can look at a Tonali and the same breath at Newcastle and think, what does he offer? I'm not too sure. But he offers something for his name to be in a conversation. It's not like I haven't studied him or I haven't looked at him and I thought, do you know what? Yeah, he's a good player because of this. And I don't know what this is about Tonali. But I do know in a conversation between a Rodri and McAllister, a Gravenberch, a Caicedo, and a Declan Rice, that's 5 players I've mentioned there, they all have something about them that puts their name in a conversation. If it was down just to 3 players, then you'll be saying, oh, maybe it's a Caicedo, a Rodri, and a Declan Rice. And out of all 3, only one of them has all the attributes that you would want in a central midfielder to lead the charge. Now, that is down to you as to what you think is the best midfielder or who is the best midfielder. And I need to know in the comments below straight away and what your thoughts are. It's a small conversation to start off with, but it blows up because you have an opinion, I have an opinion, they have an opinion, we all have an opinion. And that's all it is. And that's why the conversation needs to happen in the best way possible. With your comments, I'll read out the best comments in the next show, 100% for sure. Try me. And why not, while you're there, hit that like button, hit the hype button, and hit the subscribe. Make the channel grow. We're right here. I'm Ty Knight. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.